Ladies and gentlemen, today, we bring you an extraordinary tale of rarity, history, and hidden treasure. We journey back to 1983, a time when the British Royal Mint unknowingly gave birth to one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in the United Kingdom's numismatic world, the 1983 20p coin with no mint mark. A coin so rare that its very existence sparks intrigue among collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. This isn't just any old coin. This is a symbol of history, error, and immense value wrapped in the disguise of a humble 20p piece. To understand the true worth of this coin, we must first take a glimpse into its origin. The year 1983 marked a significant period in British coinage. It was the era of transition and modernization in the UK currency system. Decimalisation had already reshaped British coins in 1971, and the Royal Mint continued to refine designs and strike new issues through the 1980s. Among these efforts was the introduction of commemorative and special edition coins that aimed to reflect national pride and evolution. The standard 20p coin, introduced in 1982, quickly became a staple of everyday change. But in 1983, something extraordinary happened. During the minting process at the Royal Mint, a small batch of 20p coins was struck without the traditional mint mark that is supposed to indicate the place of production. This subtle error was not immediately noticed, and the coins slipped quietly into circulation. This mint mark is a tiny but critical detail that usually appears below the Queen's portrait on the obverse side of the coin. The absence of it created a silent anomaly, one that collectors would only recognize years later. And by the time the error was discovered, these coins had already begun to vanish into drawers, piggy banks, and the pockets of everyday people who had no idea what they were holding. The mystery deepened over time. How many of these mint-markless coins were made? No one knows for sure. Some experts believe only a handful ever existed, while others claim that the number may be in the low hundreds. But the truth remains elusive, adding even more intrigue to this incredible coin. Today, the 1983 20p no mint mark coin has achieved legendary status in numismatic circles. It is no longer just a coin, it is a treasure, a collector's dream, and a once-in-a-lifetime find. Its scarcity has driven its value to impressive heights. While most coins of that era are worth face value or slightly more, this particular coin has shattered expectations. Reports have emerged of these coins selling for up to $7,500 or more, depending on their condition. A pristine, uncirculated version can command top dollar at auction or private sale. In some rare cases, enthusiastic collectors have been known to offer over $10,000 for the right specimen. That's over 5,000 times its original value. Imagine finding that kind of money hiding in your old change jar. What makes this coin even more thrilling is the possibility that it could still be out there. It might be sitting quietly in your home, completely overlooked. That's what keeps collectors constantly checking, hunting, and hoping. This is your invitation to become part of the search. Who knows, you might be the next lucky individual to stumble upon one of these hidden gems. This coin is valuable not just because of its error, but because of the story it tells. It represents a rare glitch in the precision of the Royal Mint. It symbolizes the thrill of the unknown, the allure of what might still be out there waiting to be found. And for collectors, it is proof that true value isn't always about gold or silver, it's about rarity, history, and the chase. Imagine holding this tiny piece of metal in your hand, knowing it's worth hundreds or even thousands of pounds. Imagine telling your friends, your family, that you own one of the rarest coins in the United Kingdom. That's not just money, that's legacy, status, and achievement. So, what should you do now? Start looking. Dig through your old wallets, coin jars, and pocket change. Examine your 20p coins from 1983 carefully. Does it have a mint mark? Or could it be that special, priceless version? And if you do find one, hold on to it, because its value will only grow over time. As more collectors enter the scene and more people learn about this hidden treasure, demand will rise, and so will the price. That's the beauty of numismatics. Value increases with rarity and time. This is not just a story of a coin. It's a story of opportunity. A story of luck, history, and discovery. The 1983 no mint mark 20 pence coin is a real-life treasure hunt, and you could be the next winner. Don't wait for someone else to find it. Start your own search today. Check your change, visit your local coin shops, and stay alert, because the next legendary coin could be sitting quietly in your own home. Next up, the United Kingdom 20 pence coin from 1984 with no mint mark. You may have heard of rare and valuable coins before, but this particular piece is quietly rising in importance among collectors and enthusiasts, and its future potential is nothing short of fascinating. If you thought the 1983 issue was special, just wait until you hear what 1984 could be hiding in plain sight. The 1984 20 pence coin continues the legacy of early decimal-era coinage in the UK. Introduced only 2 years earlier in 1982, the 20 pence was a bold step in British coinage design. It brought with it a unique seven-sided shape known as an equilateral curve heptagon, making it easy to identify and use. But the 1984 issue, though seemingly ordinary, holds its own place in numismatic discussions, especially when you discover a version with no mint mark. For those unfamiliar, the mint mark is a tiny but significant identifier stamped on coins to show where they were minted. In the case of many British coins, this mint mark helps distinguish standard circulation issues from special or error versions. The absence of this tiny detail on a 1984 coin means something rare happened, either an error at the Royal Mint or a specially struck test or pattern piece. And where there is mystery, there is value. Collectors are always on the hunt for anomalies, those rare examples where something went just slightly off the norm. The 1984 no mint mark 20 pence coin has begun to gain attention because of just that. It's not just about the missing mark. It's about the potential story behind it. Was it a prototype? Was it an error that made its way into circulation? Or was it a secret trial run that was never supposed to leave the mint? Any of these scenarios instantly elevates its status from common to coveted. Currently, examples of the 1984 20 pence without a mint mark are incredibly hard to find. Few have surfaced in the open market, and those that have often go unnoticed due to lack of awareness. But make no mistake, this coin is already being quietly pursued by seasoned collectors, and its value is steadily climbing. Reports of private sales and listings have shown pricing from $1,000 to over $3,000 depending on the condition and certainty of the missing mint mark. But here's the truly exciting part, the potential value. This coin is still under the radar, and that's what makes it so thrilling. As public awareness grows and more collectors learn about this hidden rarity, its value could soar dramatically. Just like other error or rare pattern coins, it's possible that the 1984 no mint mark 20 pence could one day sell for $7,500 or even $10,000 in pristine, uncirculated condition. Imagine that, turning a coin worth 20 pence into a four-figure reward. And it doesn't stop there. The longer this coin remains rare and the fewer that are discovered, the more valuable it becomes. Time is on the side of those who hold it. Just like fine wine or classic cars, coins gain value with age, rarity, and historical intrigue. This one checks every box. What makes this coin even more intriguing is the potential that many people may already have one without realizing it. It might be sitting in an old drawer, tucked away in a dusty coin jar, or forgotten in the back of a wallet. That's why it's so important to check your change, especially coins from the early 1980s. The 1984 no mint mark 20 pence might just be waiting to reward someone who takes the time to look. The future is incredibly promising for this coin. Experts believe that as awareness increases, demand will outpace supply. With only a limited number ever likely to exist, and many already lost or worn, even a slightly circulated piece can be worth far more than you'd expect. That's the power of rarity combined with growing interest. For those wondering how much it can sell for right now, the current market suggests that even a circulated version in decent shape can attract offers of $1,500 to $3,000. If your coin is in mint or near mint condition, the value climbs significantly. The top-end estimate today places it at around $7,500, and that's only expected to rise in the coming years. This is your moment. If you find one, consider yourself lucky, but also smart. Because this isn't just a coin, It's a historical artifact, a piece of mystery, and an asset that grows in value with time. It's your chance to own something that very few others will ever possess. And here's the motivation that truly matters. You could be holding a small fortune in your hands and not even know it yet. That's the magic of coin collecting. That's why millions around the world are searching for treasures in plain sight. So, start your search today. Check your coins, ask your family members if they have any old change from the 1980s, and visit local markets or car boot sales. You never know where this treasure might appear. Keep your eyes open for the 1984 20-pence coin with no mint mark. It could be your ticket to a surprising windfall. Next up, the 1987 20-pence coin with no mint mark. This coin may seem like an everyday piece of change to the untrained eye, but hidden beneath its copper-nickel surface lies a story of mystery, value, and opportunity. If you've ever dreamed of discovering something rare in your pocket, then stay tuned, because the 1987 no mint mark 20 pence could be the key to your next big find. The 20 pence coin was originally introduced into circulation in 1982 as part of Britain's decimal currency system. Its unique seven-sided design quickly made it one of the most recognizable and widely used coins in the country. By the time 1987 arrived, the coin had already become a mainstay in British wallets, purses, and coin jars. But within that year's production run, something unusual began to surface. Examples of the coin appeared that were missing the mint mark entirely. Now, for those new to the world of coins, the mint mark is a tiny symbol usually located on the obverse side, below the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. It indicates where the coin was struck. The absence of this small mark may seem minor, but in the eyes of collectors and experts, it's a significant anomaly. A missing mint mark transforms an ordinary coin into a collectible. And when that error occurs during a year with a relatively low mintage or under special circumstances, its value skyrockets. The 1987 20-pence coin without a mint mark is incredibly rare. Unlike other collectible coins that are created intentionally for special editions, this one is believed to be the result of a minting error or limited pre-production run. Only a small number of these coins are believed to exist, making them extremely difficult to find and exceptionally desirable among collectors. It's not just a coin, it's a puzzle piece of numismatic history. What drives interest in this coin isn't just its age or the missing mint mark. It's the scarcity. It's the mystery. It's the idea that something as common as a 20-pence coin could, in the right form, be worth hundreds of pounds. And yes, many people want to buy it. Collectors across the UK and even internationally have placed high interest in acquiring a verified 1987 no mint mark 20p coin, especially as more people become aware of its existence. The number of collectors on the lookout for this specific coin is steadily growing. Coin fairs, online auction houses, and rare coin dealers have all reported increased interest in this edition. In fact, some sellers have received multiple inquiries from serious buyers within days of listing one for sale. This growing demand, paired with a very limited supply, is precisely why its value continues to rise. As of today, the estimated value of a genuine 1987 20-pence coin with no mint mark ranges from $2,000 to over $6,000, depending on its condition. Coins in near-perfect or uncirculated condition are especially valuable, with potential to reach even higher prices in private sales or bidding wars among elite collectors. The upper range may increase dramatically as the coin becomes more widely recognized. This is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and passion for collecting can transform something as ordinary as pocket change into a hidden treasure. The 1987 20-pence coin with no mint mark isn't just a piece of metal, it's a piece of British monetary history. It represents the possibility that even a small production oversight can lead to something truly priceless. But why was this coin made in the first place? Like other coins from the era, the 1987 20p was produced as part of the Royal Mint's ongoing commitment to supply the nation with updated, standardized coinage following decimalization. However, as with all large-scale minting operations, errors can occur. Some believe the no mint mark version was the result of an early die trial or a batch released before final mint mark tooling was applied. This type of origin story only adds to its intrigue. The question that naturally follows is, can the value of this coin go higher in the future? Absolutely. As with all rare and collectible coins, value is influenced by demand, rarity, and the story behind the piece. With more people now learning about this coin through collectors' circles and platforms like YouTube, interest is surging. That interest will translate into demand. And when there are only a few pieces available, prices climb. Imagine the excitement of holding a coin that looks just like any other, yet could fetch several £100s from the right buyer. Imagine discovering it in your own change jar or tucked away in an old wallet. That's the thrill that drives coin collectors, and it's what makes the 1987 no-mint mark 20 pence so compelling. This coin has all the traits of a future legend in British numismatics. It's already rare, it has an error that's easy to identify, and its story is still being written. And the best part? It could still be out there. You don't need to be a professional collector to find one. All it takes is a careful eye, a little patience, and a bit of curiosity. So, what can you do right now? Start checking your 20 pence coins from the 1980s. Look at the date, examine the details, and see if yours is missing the mint mark. If you're not sure, visit a reputable coin dealer or show it to someone familiar with British coinage. You might be holding a small fortune in your palm without even realizing it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is more than just a coin. It's a chance to discover a story, to own a rare piece of history, and to benefit from a growing collector's market. The 1987 no-mint mark 20 pence coin is rising in both recognition and value, and now is the time to get involved. Don't wait for the prices to climb beyond reach. Don't let this rare opportunity slip through your fingers. Check your change, spread the word, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the one to uncover the next great treasure in British coin collecting.